Hello everybody and welcome back to another Civilization 5 video. So today we're looking at this scenario, the Civil War scenario. We're going to be playing as the Confederates, and then I'm going to probably do a video also on the Union. First of all, I'm going to explain to you guys like this scenario, and then I'm going to tell you guys like what you should do at the beginning. I'm not going to go through it all because I like taking my time in this scenario because this is one of my favorite scenarios, and I usually take like an hour or two or even 3 hours because I like it a lot. Now, so yeah, I'm just going to explain the beginning, like the first 2 turns or whatever. So when you're playing as the Confederates, what you have to understand is that you have a lot more cities than the Union, but the problem is your cities, they're not really good. They have a lot of good cities on their side. They have Frederick, they have Washington, they have Baltimore, Alexandria is not bad if I recall. Lancaster's a good cavalry place. You know, there's a lot of good spots in Harrisburg. Us, what we have Winchester. We have, if I recall, yeah, we have Lynchburg over here for the cavalry. Why you want to build cavalry down here is because you want to zoom them up as fast as you can. Because we have a lot of land to cover, so it's going to take a while if you just build infantry down there. So you build cavalry. Here I suggest you change this to infantry division at Culpeper. There we go, sorry. Here you can build an infantry here. Yep, you have to build infantry. The rest pretty much all the same. I would just look just to make sure, yeah. The rest can all stay as gold. Down here, I suggest, yeah, making cannons, because it's very rare. And this one, you should just make boats. Why you should make boats? Because these things will grant you gold. When you send your blockade runner, like, over here and across the map, you're going to gain gold because you're smuggling, like, stuff and you're stopping trade routes from Europe and all that. They have a city here, Fort Monroe. You don't really have to occupy. You don't have to really like be bothered by it. Just make sure that you're able to still send your blockade runners across to Europe because they're gonna try to block you and try to keep you at Norfolk. So yeah. So this guy, you just move him up. You want to move him to the front line. You start with a huge army at Richmond. What you want to do is send your blockade runner down. You want to get that money, and you want to send this army straight up. Now, usually the AI. They start with an army up here, and they start with an army over here. Fairfax, you're not gonna hold that. So you just want to hold at this river right here. This is a great strategic position. So you want to set up this cannon. You want to set up your infantry to hold this river. You can use this horseman for like this horse down here for like intel. You see here, there's an infantry, and then you can just move them back into this horse. You want to just make sure that nobody's like trying to go all the way from down here. But usually they attack Fairfax first. This horseman, you can send him up here for now. Just make sure to look around if they're coming to at least know that Leesburg's going to fall. Martinsburg, I've already tried to hold it. You don't hold it often. Usually they just roll over you. So what I say is try to hold Winchester. If you want to take Cumberland and Hancock, that could be a good idea. So I would set 1 cannon and 1 infantry. This is your general, very important. So what you want to do is you want to just defend the city here with these guys. You're going to have troops over here coming, okay? And like 5 turns, these troops will arrive. What you want to do is that you want to balance it out. If they're pushing on this side, you send those men up here. If they're pushing here, you want to send those men there. It's all about the waiting game. You have to be patient and wait for your opportunity and grind out the enemy units. If they're fighting here, fight here until you're able to hold them back, push them back enough, so that you can then push on them. You want to make sure to capture these 2 because you don't want them buying units in your back. And then you want to push them. You want to push them all the way to Hagerstown. You want to take Harper's Ferry. And then you want to take Frederick. When you're going to take Frederick, there's going to be about 20 turns remaining, maybe 15. And then you want to push on Washington from this side and also this side. You can also build workers later on with if you discover the technology. Engineering. You can build a pontoon bridge. Yeah, sorry. You can build a pontoon bridge right here, so you can just traverse like this and just circle Washington. There is an achievement that you need to get Gettysburg with a special promotion because all infantry will get a special promotion after their first fight. So try to get, if you want that achievement, you can get that. Or if not, you just have to win as the Confederates. It means to take Washington. And that's pretty much it, you guys. You guys gotta continue producing troops, move them for lines, move your units accordingly to the enemy, and try to slowly grind them out. Is the first? It's all about the grind, guys. It's all about killing the enemy units. All about saving your units. You want to make sure that you get your good technologies. I would suggest rifle artillery first or military science. Military science is a pretty good one because if they get military science before you, your infantry is gonna have a lot more trouble. So take that and just make sure that, like I said, you're playing safely. You do not want to lose too many units in the early game because you're gonna have a lot of trouble holding your cities. And the more cities it take, the more long it's gonna take because you're gonna have to retake those cities later on when you're gonna want to try to march on the enemy. Make sure you use your roads also. You see this guy? This guy's gonna use his road. These guys, I'm following the road. If you do not follow the road, you're gonna have a lot of trouble sending your men to the front lines. See here, they're all on the road. You see here now, this guy's gonna go right there. Bang. You see, perfect line. So this guy's just gonna advance. Okay, they have 2 infantry right there, so we're gonna go back into the forest and wait there. So here they're sending 2 riflemen. It's fine, it's fine. We'll just... Okay, now they're coming back. I think they're gonna take Leesburg. That's the name? Leesburg, yeah. So we're just gonna set up here, and we're gonna attack them next turn. That should be a very fast city to take. That's pretty much it, I think. Except these boats. So like I said, these boats are gonna give you money. So just move them down, and I'll show you guys how to do it later. I'm just doing a couple of these first turns. I don't want to do too many turns. Move these guys up. You see they're almost already here already. At these big cities, the biggest city you have as close as this one, Winchester, you can buy, I would say, an infantry division just to make sure you hold the city. Okay, now you see they're not here anymore. Now you want to just check them out. They're probably moving units like this, like from Washington all the way to Frederick, then to Leesburg. But I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to keep this guy down here and keep my men there. We don't know where they are yet. You see there's... Okay, this is a pro-Confederate event. So we just got some extra troops from the front line. Same strategy, guys. Move them all the way to, first of all, this city. And then you guys can decide where you want to directly put them. Do you want to put them on the northern front? This is the northern front. Or do you want to put them in the central front? There's only 2 fronts. There might be more fronts that open up later on when cities destroy themselves. Like the last time I played this as the Confederates, I was trying to take Washington. And so what I did is I took Frederick, and then I had the northern front going on here. I had the northern front going from Gettysburg. And I also had this front up here, and I had a front going for Alexandria. You know, I had many like different assault like directions. Okay, this last guy, we'll move him up. Perfect. You see here now, I'm going to put him here. You see, I gained 250 for the ship, which is great. So I'm just going to move them down. The ship costs 340, so it's not worth just buying them and getting a $10 profit. You could if you want. I never did it, so I don't know how it really works. But I think you just buy the boat, send them $10. Buy the boat, send the boat $10. But anyway, so you see the men here are arriving at their destination. Okay, the cavalry will advance in the scout. Oof, it looks safe again. They're not doing much. Right here they're attacking. Okay. Take the chance to attack that cannon. Okay, here this cannon can I don't think it shoot. What is this? No, it needs to go here. And this guy will go here. Okay. Hold the line. Okay, you see here they're attacking Martinsburg, so we're just going to hold here. The city's going to be taken. We can't do nothing about it. There we go. So we took Hancock. Now we're going to send these troops all the way to Cumbersburg because they're not going to retake Hancock. Usually you just want to go for Winchester after. Okay, you see here, this is the main army. They're taking this city. We can't pretty much do nothing about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this horseman here. They have an infantry there. Okay, we're going to hide them in here. Now they're going to try to take Halifax. What I'm doing looks like it's dumb, but you have no choice. You want to secure land. This is how you do it. Like in the scenario with Rome. You want to secure the land you have. Give some away if you have no choice. And then you go in the counter-offensive when these reinforcements have arrived from these both sections. From down here and also from up here. I don't know what difficulty I'm playing. But usually I think you're supposed to get these troops down here. These 5 infantry. You're supposed to. Oh, look, you see, and one of your cannons are done down here, so you can even send more cannons. You see, it's just waiting that you produce. That should be a cannon right here. You just have to wait until you produce troops, and then you send them up, and then when you have enough, you can attack. Right now, we do not have enough men to defend all of our land, so that's why we're playing more safe than usual. This is why we're giving them so many cities. Okay, so as we can see, they're attacking up here, so we're going to send some men up here. Again, following the roads. It looks pretty safe at Fairfax for now. I'm just going to leave my cavalry there. Their army seems to be all up here. As you can see, I'm taking the opportunity to hit that, but I want to make sure that he's defended with flank. Oh, there you go. Okay, so they took both cities. Again, just hit him here. I do not know. Okay, there you go. That's pretty good. And then move this guy into the forest. And your great general, we'll move him here. Try to get him some range. Okay, so these guys, I usually just move them straight over here to take Cumberland. And when Cumberland's down, you send them back to their front line. Okay, yeah, I'm getting. I need to stop this video. I'm having too much fun. Okay, so like I said, this is like the early turns. If you guys want to actually see a whole like game of this, just leave it down below in the comments. If you like this content, please subscribe and leave a like down below for the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.